This is a poem that, this is a poem. Okay, this is a poem that was written by a gentleman here, and I can't mention his name, but here we go. It's called The Ragged Old Flag. A man from the courthouse stopped by today. He said he didn't like seeing my flag that way. Seems he had some guests coming through. He thought maybe I should get one new. I had to tell him about the old flag. It got a bad powder burn at the Alamo. She got cut by a saber at Shiloh. She got ripped big at Richmond. Turned blood red at Charleston, and then at Greensboro. The southern wind started to blow. She got a hole from a Bertha gun during World War I, and during World War II, she hung lip a time or two. The Kaiser, the Führer, and Hirohito, they respect her now, just to name a few. She's been to Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, and Iraq and back. I take her down every night, don't let her touch the ground, and fold her up right. She may be wearing kind of thin, but come next morning, I'm going to run her up again. Yeah, I guess I do like to brag about my ragged old flag. So thank you. The gentleman here, Scott, who wrote that for us. You don't want me to announce his name, but we just thought we'd take a few minutes and we want to do the national anthem. And we didn't do this last year, but we really thought we should kind of give tribute to all those people out there that make this possible. If you think about it, there's people serving in harm's way and people who gave everything, you know, at one time. So my wife thought, you know, we could do the national anthem and just kind of maybe take a moment as that's playing and think about that. So, all right? Hey, thank you. We're going to try to make this work. It's technology, or I could sing for you. I sing solo. Solo that my wife says nobody can hear you, please. This could be fun. Are we recording this? I didn't do a very good job of this, I was told last year, so I'm going to try this again. Actually, I don't speak well in front of people. Yeah, right. I had a tendency as a child, every time I had to get on stage, well, I'll be honest, I wet my pants, but thank God, thank God they got the pens though. I would like to thank John Tate and his family, Paul, Sheila, for allowing us to put this on here. This is our second year, and they stepped up and allowed us to do all this, and I just like to thank them very much. Appreciate that. Steve and Sherry Landon of The Winning Edge. They do our flyers. They advertise. There's so much help out there that it's hard to remember everybody, but I know Steve and Sherry does a lot for us, and I greatly appreciate it. And Brandy Higgins, who she does some of the color flyers. I probably should mention that Steve and Sherry, they design it. They came up with the idea of the name of, and I like to take credit for all this. I come up with the name and the idea, and I didn't. Steve came up with the idea of calling it Sledding at the Jack because of the Lumberjack Festival, and Sherry came up with the Lumberjack. I posed for that. I didn't. I posed for that one. I got a bad back. All the people who donated, a lot of town people here, community people, really help us. They donate trophies. They buy the trophies for us. We don't have the biggest trophies in the world, but you can't have everything. We're the best, but we don't have the biggest. We greatly appreciate all. And this year we put their name on it, okay, and what it's for. Can I mention this? George Harris, the gentleman standing right here, has written a poem for Patty, and my daughter will read that. So we'll do that here in a moment. I'm not sure when. And I'd like to thank my wife, who puts up with me, my crap, and my daughter, and my son, and my granddaughter. Both my daughters over here, Kaylee and Cassie, and Philip, Phil, my son-in-law, and I don't know where my son went with the Johnny Cash shirt on. There he is, Conrad. I don't know who else. It was just an idea that came up, and I said, can we do this? And my wife said, yeah, can we do this, not can you do this? But yeah, I'm the idea man. Okay, you want me to shut up?
I came up with the pinata. I came up with the pinata part.
Yeah, the pinata, yeah. She's 10 years old, and she raced. Was that your toe? She raced last year ever. Where was it? Marion. And she raced. What kind of snowmobile was it?
Snowjet.
A snowjet. She owns a, what do they call it? An Artie cat, yeah. I'm feeling ill. Just a minute. Okay, my daughter's going to read this poem for Patty. Would you like to come up here?
No, that's all right.
Okay. I was told don't argue with you.
So this poem was wrote for Patty. It's a little bit long, and this is the first time she'll hear it, so. Oh, sorry. It was the winter of '72. Everyone was talking about the sled in blue. 'Twas an experimental sled called the Thunderjet. A lot of men tried to ride, but no one could get. Made in Ontario, you know. Only 100 were ready to go. Had carbide wear bars, titanium cleats, track inch-long spikes, and a heated seat. Don't we wish? Got a 650 trim, flame-thrown mog, 4 carbs, and high compression heads. Other snowmobile manufacturers were complaining to the feds. Was the worst blizzard of the century. The temperature was going down. The roads were all closed and no one could get around. The biggest race of the year was about to begin. From Eagle River, Wisconsin to Eagle River, Michigan, all the big names were lined up and ready to go that day. Except Thunderjet. It was on a truck, stuck in Green Bay. Some fool left the gas cap off and got snow in the tank. All the mechanics, even the men from the bank, they just couldn't make Thunderjet run. They had a pretty young lady in the crowd. She said, "I will, just for fun." So she mixed up some snake oil and some airplane gas, got Thunderjet started, and took off fast. She took off across the Indian reservation, the hayfield and over the Pelican Lake. Then up in Eagle River, there was a fire in the sky, and the ground started to shake. The frostbite race had started an hour ago. There was a distant rumble. It was 20 below. The crowd was coming fast. Even the Yoopers were in a 59 caddy. As she roared by, she said, "My name is Patty." Would have been here sooner, but the lake was thin. Had to slow down a bit. I'm going to win. One hand on the throttle and standing on the seat. Can't no one ride like me. I am the one to beat. She let off the brakes and tickled the cars. It made it run. I think she even had a gun. She crossed into Michigan and passed some Yoopers on a hunting trip. They said that she shot a 30-point buck. She smiled and wished them luck. Not far ahead, she caught up with the igloo. I yelled, "My name is Patty." Oh, skidoo, sorry.
Skidoo, yeah, igloo, skidoo.
She yelled, "My name is Patty. How do you do?" She caught the Polaris on the steep hill, his track and a vine. Went by so fast, he hit a jack pine. Up ahead was almighty rough. Looks like I'm going to show this boy up. With the throttle wide open as she slid into the Dead Man Cave curve, there was 4 more riders slowing down. They just lost their nerve. What? There was Elvis on an Arctic Cat just coming into sight. She said, "I'm going to pass this slow-poking cat on the right." She sped across the finish line and picked up the checkered flag. She said, "I am going to the Copper Harbor and brag." On her way back, I jumped out of the way and landed in a copper mine hole. It was so deep, I thought I was a double second cousin to a dadgum mole. She turned back around and said with a grin, "Next race, I'm going to wear a hat, coat, and boots. These high heels and short dress is too thin." The manifold was cherry red, ice chips flying high. I swear, I thought I heard her say, "Stop, and I make a mighty fine apple pie." As she roared off, she said, my name is Patty, and if you love racing and like to be free, think of that. Without them, it wouldn't be.
Some of that's true, right, with the high heel?
Sometimes.
She makes her own snowmobile shoe. That's amazing. My wife has a mirror that we had made for honoring Patty, and my wife would like to present that to her now. Thank you. I want to see that book, right?
Yeah, right.
Don't argue with the rest of them. Okay, so what's next on the agenda? Okay.
We have some trophies, and then we have some drawings to do also, and door prizes, and afterwards we'll have the piñata for the kids.
Cassie,
It's a 50-50. Don't forget that.
Cassie, we want a picture of them with their trophy on their sled.
Yes, if you got a trophy, we'd like you to stick around so we can get a picture of you with your trophy and your sled.
And a group shot.
And a group shot all together, okay?
Your best overall that worked out.
Most original, it's sponsored by De Silly's of Farwell.
Great pizza place up the road.
Dave St. John.
Abe St. John.
Dave.
Dave.
St. John.
Canadian.
Number 12.
Number
Let's hear it
12.
for Canada. God's country. I've been there. I love it.
Sorry, what's your name? Stay right there because you're number 11 also.
Look how she washes people around. Stay right there, Dave.
Stay right there.
Team Sanity Racing has sponsored Best Race Sled, which is number 11, which is also named.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming all the way from Canada. Do you have snow up there yet?
Next, we have Best of Show. It's sponsored by Tom's Trading Post, and the winner is number 36, Brad Lucas.
Yeah, right.
What kind of sled? What sleds do they got?
I'm sorry, it's a Rupp Magnum. I remember that.
I don't know all the numbers that go with the sleds. That's why I asked.
Oh,
I
right.
didn't
We need to
memorize
say
them
that.
already.
I'm sorry.
You know.
Our,
Last time I was here, I mean, you put me on such stress.
I did.
Thank you.
You're right. I really felt terrible after that too.
It's your fault.
And then I didn't go to your show.
I know it.
You want to kick me in front of all these people?
I got one coming up 3 weeks, so
Okay.
same place.
All right. Snow motion, right?
No motion.
Snow motion in Greenville, Michigan.
We have Blaine's Garage sponsoring the Best Sled and Sleigh Combo.
Was there a sleigh sled combo?
It's all the way down to that.
Was there really? I didn't even get that far.
Number 44,
Number 44,
And it's a
72 Panther.
it's a 72 Panther and a 71 Arctic Cat sleigh.
Where's it written down? Number
Walker. All right.
Who has a panther? Do you really? There's a gentleman right here, Brian.
Brian Redmond.
Thank you, Brian. Bree, you got to get your wave down. You know, oh, where you at?
Okay, the Rat Sled is sponsored by Big R's Hogs and Dogs.
Another good place to eat, right outside of town. It's like an old style drive-in. Yeah, they come out and serve you right at your car.
And that is number 10. No, that's number 22, sorry. Jesse Hooton?
Where's Jess Foster?
Foster?
You got the rat sled?
Guy in the purple shirt down there, Jess. The young fella.
Trying to put the tin away.
The guy who's never raced. That guy. Does somebody want something to drink while we're all standing right here?
There is some drinks.
Oh man, where's the whiskey? Are you kidding? One beer and I'm a cheap date. I like beers all day.
What happened?
You have the rat sled.
You had what they call the rat sled.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Congratulations, yes. Thank you very much. Well, get a picture right here.
Have you hang around and get a picture with your sled too.
Okay. Stick around. We're going to do a big...
Thank you. Jess has that real loud.
Congratulations.
Jess,
Yes.
Jess, if you hang around, they're going to get a group picture of all of you.
Oh, okay.
All right? Thank you.
I'm going to leave it too.
Okay, how much time we got?
Half hour.
Oh, all right. Hi there.
Next, we have the oldest sled, which is by Blaine's Excavating. And that is Linda Daverstein with the 58.
Snow beacon.
Where's Linda?
A snow biking.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Linda.
Coots Garage is sponsoring the loudest sled,
If you break down, Clute has a nice record service. He'll come get you.
And that goes to Terry Underwood.
Look at that shirt he has on.
It wasn't it? Drove all the way out there. Even they do a ride to the house. Clute took his guy.
I'm up here because I'm the handsome fella.
I guess I can't get it.
I had to get a haircut for this, I'll have you guys know, and a beard trim.
Don't let anybody.
Next from Kay's Diner, they're sponsoring People's Choice.
And their restaurant outside of town, one that way on the left. Another place to eat. Good one. Have you ate there? Oh!
They have Dale Wallet.
Where's Dale at? That Thunderjet I sold for you just got a trophy. Woo! Good job, Dale. Woo! He wears an Artie Cat hat. Still says Artie Cat. Yeah.
Oh, it does, don't it? That's all right. Sit down. Well, very good.
Thank you, Dale. Thanks for coming down. I got the shakes, please.
No, Dale, he does not. I'm waiting. Don't worry,
Mid-Michigan Community Action Agency has sponsored the kid-owned snowmobile. This didn't have to be a kid-sized snowmobile, just a kid owns it. So,
I'm still a kid at heart. Come on.
fair. This goes to number 43, the Blaine grandkids.
I cheated on that one. We tried on that.
Where's the other two? Where's the other two? They already went home.
They're party poopers.
I don't know if she can hold that. Dylan, why don't you hold the thing for her, honey, the trophy?
What?
Hold the trophy, Dylan.
No, hold the trophy. So sis don't have to hold things for her.
There you go. That works better.
We need to include that that's a mini Thunderjet.
Carissa. There you go, Marcy. There you go. Good job, dear. Very good.
I think that's kind of an inside little deal going on.
Okay, guys. Come here, Dylan. Let's just show us attached.
Couldn't work better.
I'm like, I'm going.
Then we have the 50-50 drawing, so you want to get your tickets.